So hey, what's up YouTube and welcome back to Alchemy. And today we shall see the other hidden powerful toolkit, the Functools, with some practical implementation. What Functools are? Functools in Python is a built-in module that helps you work with functions more efficiently. It gives you tools to reuse cache and customize functions, like saving results with LRU cache, fixing arguments with partial, or preserving info in decorators with wraps. So let's start by importing the Functools module first. The first tool from Functools module is reduce. Reduce applies a function cumulatively across the elements of an iterable. We shall see this with the help of an example. So here it multiplies items one by one. It's useful when you need to combine values into a single result, calculating totals, products, or cumulative operations. Think of it like folding a list into one value. So in this particular case, we apply reduce to a lambda function of multiplying values from the list nums, and then we got the product 24. Now the other tool is partial tool. It lets you pre-fill some arguments of a function, like creating a new function with fewer parameters. Here we log exp value to 2, so the new function square only needs the base. It's super useful for code reuse, for example, creating customized versions of our existing function in frameworks, APIs, or pipelines. Then we have our next tool, which is compare to key. It is used to convert all comparison functions to sorting keys. So as you can see, we defined a function compare, which is used to compare two values. So this was uh, our typical way, or we can call the traditional way of sorting values in a list. We used to do that by comparing values, and we used to compare the values by returning the difference of the two values and then sorting the list accordingly. So what it does that it used to convert our old traditional comparison way. So compare to key helps you when you need to use custom comparison logic for sorting. Then we have wraps, which preserves metadata while writing decorators. So without wraps, the function's name would have changed to wrapper. Wraps keeps the function name to say hello. So the decorator function takes a function as input, then wrapper one. The wrapper function adds extra behavior before and after the original function. So this is the first behavior, which is before the function. Then there's a function call, and then this line prints the behavior of after the function is called. Then add wraps function ensures that the wrapper doesn't hide the real function's identity. So that's why we can say that without add the wraps or the wraps decoration, the wrapped function's name would have become wrapper instead of say hello. Then we have our next tool, which is LRU cache. So LRU cache is a decorator that caches the results of a function, so repeated calls with the same arguments are fast. It stands for least recently used cache. Here Fibonacci recursion becomes blazing fast because previously computed results are stored. Instead of recalculating every time, it's perfect for expensive computations, API calls, or recursive functions. Then we have the cache tool, which is kind of a competitor for LRU cache. Same result as normal recursion, but much faster, because previous results are being stored in memory. Now, you must be wondering that we have received the same results from LRU cache too. See, both are function caching decorators. They store results of expensive function calls so that if you call the same function again with the same arguments, it returns the same results instead of recalculating it. But there is one key difference. LRU, as it stands for least recently used cache, keeps a limited number of recent results. You can still control the cache size using max size, but when the cache is full, it removes the oldest used items first. But in case of cache, this is a simpler version of LRU cache. As you can see, it has no limits, stores all function results forever until the program ends. This was introduced in Python 3.9 version. So this is the latest thing. So now the question comes that when should you use which one? Use cache when memory isn't a concern. But if memory is a concern, then you should use LRU cache. That's when you want to limit how much data gets cached. So these were some important tools from the Functool module. I hope you understood these. And now we shall create a practical implementation of these tools in a real world problem. And to do that, we shall create a small real world project in another video, which will be dropping soon after this video gets published. In that video, I will also introduce two more important modules. So stay tuned for that. Till then, you guys take care, keep practicing. So long.